Uninstalled podcast episode 27. I am joined here today with the one and only.
The one and only JD Plays. Come on now.
So, no Dave for this episode. He's taking care of some stuff. But, Jay, how have you been since the last time you were on the podcast? Because it's been a little while.
It's been a minute, but I've been really well. Just doing some school stuff and yeah, man, just keeping myself busy.
Hell yeah. I don't know if you want to rehash the drama, but we talked about something a little bit off the podcast. And I was curious about bringing it up. What's kind of led you to falling off the wagon a little bit with GTA 5 roleplay?
Yeah, so like I took a step back and just kind of decided that I didn't really want to do it no more. And um for me, like my reasoning is just the one, it takes a lot of energy to play it because it's like
I mean, you're literally acting for like 8 hours or however long you're playing. Like, you have to be in character the entire time.
Right. That, and it's just like, for me, it's just I just don't have the energy to do that at the current moment. And just and like the server that I was in a year ago, it shut down, and then it got announced that it was reopening. But I, and I was excited because at that current moment when it announced that it was opening up, like I was still, I wasn't doing it often, but I was still in, RP and stuff. But I just decided, like, I was like, the way that it was handled last time, I just don't want to put all of my time and energy into doing it again, just because, like, who knows when it's gonna get shut down again, And like, and I'm gonna be honest, I think like with the way that they handled it, like they handled it very poorly. And so I think, I don't know, like everyone keeps saying like, oh, this time's gonna be different, this time's gonna be different. Well, what makes this time different? I haven't seen anything different. I just see a lot of people like just desperate to come back, but like what's gonna happen when it starts dying again, Then like I don't have the energy to deal with that. Um and plus it's like, and I tell people all the time, I'm like, if you want to play a game with a bunch of adults who didn't mentally graduate high school, then 5M's your place. Because there's so many people that are way older than me who act like children, and who it's just a bunch of high school drama when it comes with it, and it's just like, I am too old to be dealing with that bullshit.
Yeah.
Not necessarily too old, but just like I'm too busy in life to deal with stuff like that. So I just decided, I'm just gonna take a step back, and I just I feel much happier gaming without doing 5M. So that's why I decided to step back.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I've watched plenty of streamers where I'm just sitting there the entire time thinking to myself, how in the world is this guy putting up with this person's bullshit right now and not just losing his mind?
It's terrible, man. Yeah. Especially for me, like my main thing was cop RP, and you deal with some of the most interesting people on the planet when it comes to cop RP. You always get those you always get those people that complain about, you know, like you have those SOP checkers who are like, you know, is this in your SOPs, blah blah blah. But it's just like, first off, you're doing criminal RP, crying to a police officer about our SOPs.
Yeah, because a lot of it
Is
seems like, how do I put it? It's like people. I mean, for one, I mean, I'm very confident you would agree with this. A lot of people carry in their personal, in real life bullshit into their character.
100%.
So I feel like if someone has a problem with cops, if someone has a problem with authority, it 100% comes through in their character. And I feel like it's crazy to me because, you know, obviously a lot of these people stream. And if your goal is to be, you know, big time streamer, go full time, you would think they would just copy and paste personalities from the big streamers who let a lot of this stuff just roll off their back, don't get too bent out of shape about it, and just try to, you know, have fun. But the majority of people are taking so much, like they're taking everything personal. Everything is a slight against them. They always gotta, like, people like going with this mindset of like, oh, my character doesn't take shit, my character doesn't do this. Well, it's like, well, is that your character or
Yeah.
is that you? Are you just wanting to go in and live like your life the way you don't get to live because you're, you know, in a
Like
job where
for
you
me,
don't get have the control? Or
yeah. And like for me, it's like I the best people that I've interacted with in RP are streamers.
mm,
It's the people that don't stream, and like it's the people that don't stream that I've had, because I have had it so many times where, someone's in an RP server, and it's always the people that don't stream that cause the most issues. And it's just because, like, why yeah, like, why would you stream, when you act like a child? And it's just like, I yeah, like, my frustration is on the people that don't stream, and like and I mean, there's a reason why they don't stream. They don't stream because of how they act. And it's just like, I mean, it's obviously, I've dealt with people that have these issues that are streamers, but I've had more consistency with people not streaming that do this than streamers that do that. And it's like, with streamers, it's like, with streamers, they bring a lot of personality. They don't take things to heart. They don't uh they're actually acting out of character. They're
mm,
not like, and I know, for me personally, like, I bring a lot of myself into my characters. And that's completely fine. But you know if you're choosing to RP that way, then, like, you can't. I've never once been on my criminal character and have cried and complained into a cop's face about getting arrested in a virtual video game. And it's so sad to see it happening. It happens way too often. Like,
mm.
these people act like they're actually going to jail for 17 years. These people actually act like they're losing, their actual guns. And I mean it's I would like to assume that they're good actors, but we all know they're actually molding in real life. So
Yeah,
you can hear it in their voice.
because where I enjoy RP the most is from people like, you know, Space Boy, you know, the James Randall character,
Yeah.
and even people like Penta with Mike Block. Mike Block is by far my favorite RP character of all time.
Yeah.
Which, did you know much about Penta? Because you being a cop, player when it comes to RP. I'm curious if you're
Um,
familiar with him. Like,
I
what's your
don't know
opinion as
too
on
much.
Wrangler?
I don't know too much about who that is.
Yeah, because on No Pixel back in the day, he had a cop called Wrangler who was like the only
Uh,
cop that would actually like go hard on crims, and like if you're in
oh,
the
okay.
cells, you're gonna do all of your time. He's gonna find whatever way he can in
Okay.
character to like fuck you. But that was just Wrangler. The criminals knew that like, oh, if you're getting chased by Wrangler, you're gonna want to do everything you can to get away, and it made it a little
Right,
bit more
right,
intense. But a
right.
lot of people kind of took things, he rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, I guess, and
Yeah.
his cop ended up,
Yeah. Like
yeah.
I know people. I know people that RP that exact same way, and the I mean, criminals will go out of their way to almost break server rules just to like get away from that cop, and it's like
Yeah.
it's so it's because like there like I hate to break it to you, but there's a lot of people out there that want to RP as serious cops, and that's okay. Like
Mhm.
we're all role playing as a character. Like, and here's my thing is no one is gonna agree with everyone's RP style.
Yeah.
I have the way that I RP, and I know ways that I don't like people to RP, but I'm not gonna cry and complain about it because that's the type of character that they want to play as, and I'm not gonna get mad at you for the way that you want to RP your character. Just know that just know that I'll be a little bit more harsh towards you, but
Mm.
I'm not gonna actually hate on you, and I'm not actually gonna and I'm not actually mad like out of city at you or anything. But these people, I've seen it, I've experienced it, where if you have issues with someone in character, apparently that means that they're also gonna have an issue with you outside of city, and I've had people block me over RP drama, and and it's so childish because like at this point, are we RPing, or are you
Or is
or
this
are
just a pure like
you
self insert and you're just literally playing like
right,
yourself?
or is this your like second personality or something? Like, what are we
Yeah.
doing?
Because you share personalities with your characters, but that doesn't mean if someone is talking to Jay Krieger and they're like,
Mhm.
fuck you, you're a bitch. You're not sitting there like, oh, he just called me a bitch. No, he's
Right,
playing a character.
right.
Um yeah, because like there's a lot of W chasing, like you were saying, a lot of people that just need to win in every situation. Even over just like, and I don't mean to be a misogynist when I say this. Feel free to check me on this if you want to play devil's advocate here. But when I watch people like Rami, especially when he's
Yeah.
doing his lawyer thing,
Uh-huh.
there's always just this. In any situation, really, it always feels like there's that female streamer that just plays the Karen role, and maybe they're trying to do that, and they play it so well, it annoys me so much, bro.
Hmm.
Like the dynamics that people can bring with their different styles, where like like there's cops that are
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna fuck you up so hard with these charges, I'm gonna find you, that I'm
Yeah.
giving you everything I can give you. And the same way that I'm sure there's
Yeah.
people who are like, my character is just like a dick or a bitch, and I'm gonna make your life as difficult as possible because I'm like a lawyer or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
um it's I definitely I watch stuff like that, and I'm like, I would, if I ever RP'd, I would have to be like a Mike Block. I would have to be such an unserious character. Because if I was
Yeah.
ever RPing as a lawyer and having to argue a case against some of these people, I would be mauling,
Oh,
dude.
dude, and like you have to go into it without seriousness. If you the second that you become actually like serious with your RP, then I feel like that's where a lot of issues start. Because like, well, for me, okay, well, for me, like obviously when I'm in chases or if I'm trying to arrest somebody or even in shootouts, like yeah, I'm obviously serious because well, you know, obviously I'm not trying to lose. That doesn't make me W hungry. It doesn't make me a W hungry cop. It just makes me a competitive cop. I don't like to lose. And nobody likes to lose. And so, and it's gotten to the point where a lot of like a lot of servers have rules where cops can't be, W hungry, and they have to, like, for example, like, if a cop wanted to, he could very easily tackle someone and cuff them back to back to back, and get them in handcuffs, right?
Yeah.
But that would be W hungry. And I completely agree with that. That is W hungry, because why are you just spam, like, why are you spam cuffing someone to the point where the game,
It's impossible to
like
break cuffs at
game,
that point.
right? Like, you have to give them a chance. But also, a lot of the criminals that complain about W hungry cops, they're also W hungry, because I always tell this to people all the time. I hate to break it to you, but 90% of your criminals are W hungry.
Mm.
How? Well, they lead cops into shootouts, and they lead them to a specific area that they know that can fight in really well. Is that not W hungry? Like, you're
Stacking the
leading
odds in
cops
your
into
favor.
you're leading cops into a location where you know how to defend it. And there's a lot of places where, if you're the first person, there's a lot of locations in on the GTA map where, if you're fighting there, you can easily tell who's going to win or lose just based off of who gets there quicker.
Mm.
And 10 times out of 10, the criminals are going to get there a lot faster than the cops, because the criminals are running away from the cops. So the criminals are going to get there first. And a lot of people, cops have to follow certain rules where, oh, if you can tell a shootout's about to happen, you still can't shoot. Why? You got to wait until they shoot first, and then you can shoot. A lot of criminals use that against us, and they know that we're not allowed to shoot them, so they'll get into position without shooting, because we can't do anything about it, because we have rules to follow, and they're protected by by RP rules. And so, as much as there can be W hungry cops, a lot of people hate to face the fact that a lot of criminals in RP are also W hungry, because they lead cops into locations that they know how to defend. And you know they they've played arena before, so
Mm.
um and they like to lead a lot of cops into arena locations, because criminals grind arena you know like it's the new season of COD, and so it's just, yeah, like, and I can go all day about it, but, like, as there's so many W hungry criminals in the server that really ruin it for PD. But, like, a lot of people, they don't like to treat cops like people. They think that they think that we're just trying to get them banned, or we're trying to get them to, break a server rule, and that's not the case. We're not, and also, we're not trying to ruin your fucking life. We're
Yeah.
not trying to, like, arrest you for 800 months.
Which I feel like that's where also people carry some of their baggage from cops in real life into the game, where like
Yeah.
like it's the same profession. Like I get, like, maybe just by the nature you would act the same way to him, but it's like, in the grand scheme of things, oh my god, he's sentencing me to like 17 months, which that's like minutes, right? So you're gonna spend 17 minutes in jail.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal. Like,
Right.
yeah, some of
Yeah.
the blow ups I've seen at cops have been just way overboard. And like, I think
Yeah.
where W chasing can be good sometimes are those moments where, like, you know, it's a fucking like a 10 CG. Someone in CG has an insane warrant, and the cops are like coming down on him, and all of like CG is trying to get that person away.
Right.
I think that benefits both sides of it because it, you know,
100%.
it's a cool situation, and I think
100%.
I've seen cops in certain instances for sure, just like, you know, they're ramming cars and a cop will just shoot one of them in the head, and it's like, well, you just literally cut this entire
Yeah,
scenario short when we
right.
all could have had a lot more fun with it.
Yeah, and
But
like as a cop, like I love nothing more than for if I'm chasing someone who I know who has a huge like warrant for their arrest, and I just know that this person isn't going to go down without a fight.
yeah,
I love getting into gunfights with those type of in those type of moments because one, I know they're coming, and two, I know that they're going to try their very best to try to get this person out. And I like that stuff, but if all the cops, lose and stuff like that, you have a lot of criminals that, they'll badmouth you to your face because you lost. But if the cops won in that situation, a lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, you guys are W hungry. You guys are, and it's a lose lose, man. Like the cops are gonna hear it from both sides, no matter the outcome."
um, going back to something we talked about before with just like with the drama and people like malding, and you said you've gotten blocked by people. Were you ever at the level of like the drama clips where people are like linking you clips of someone being like, "Bro, that dude's literally brain dead. He doesn't know what he's doing."
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, it happens all the time. Like it's just like it's like if I wanted to RP as a character who like isn't the smartest, and who pretends to be stupid on purpose
like a
because
James
that's how
Randall
I
kind
want to
of.
RP as a cop, or if that's how I want to RP. If I want to RP as someone who's stupid, and like if I get into interactions and like I bring that, then like people actually think I'm like that stupid like in real life, and they'll definitely bring that shit out of the city. And it's just like the whole point of RPing, like literally when you applied to join this server, you it's all character based. You play a character, but then all that goes out the window. And I think a lot of and and there's a lot of situations that have just completely ruined it for, and I've seen a lot of that happen. So yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously a big part of interactions too is just how big a creator is, because maybe the creators that like to fuck around, if you're not like a space boy, if you're not someone that people know, like if James Randall comes around, I think the majority of people in the RP space know that character, so they'll just automatically be playing into what he's doing. But then the ego side of a lot of these characters being self inserts in other situations, if it's a streamer they don't know who has a dumb character, that might be like, this dude's fucking stupid, dude. Like, what the fuck? Like, this
Yeah.
dude's a weirdo.
Mhm.
And just because you don't have clout, that I feel like that could play a role into that too. Because
Oh yeah, like I mean, if someone who, for example, if like if I am in RP and I have a scene with the the Rami, right?
mm-hmm.
And Rami's like on a character that, you know, is pretending to be stupid, right? And like that's like if I like actually thought he was stupid, but because of how popular he is, I I just go along with it and like kind of just laugh. I kind of just laugh through it because, well, this person has X amount of followers,
Yeah,
and so I don't and so it's like it's
It changes how you
popularity
look at the
plays a huge
situation a
part.
lot.
Yeah, popularity plays a huge part. A lot of creators, they um like when a creator is in a scene with you, I have seen it so many times where, like, because there's a content creator during the scene,
Do people just start orbiting
one,
trying to get in the clip?
yeah, everyone tries to insert themselves into their space, and it's like I watch I I watch Courage JD play in Prodigy, and it's
Mm.
very entertaining. And there's uh there's people that I recognize that um who they go out of their way to be in his space. And like I get if you're a fan of him and and you want to like interact with him, but don't use that time as a fucking meet and greet. You know, like RP, dude. Like get a grip and RP.
Yeah, it's that difference between if you're getting pulled over and the cop that steps out of the car is John Johnson versus Conan Clarkson.
Yeah.
Where, like we were saying, everyone wants to be in that clip, and I feel like it comes off very obvious when someone's trying to force being funny to try to stand out in a clip. Where like,
Yeah, for sure.
if you get pulled over by John Johnson, right? Why aren't you putting in the same effort into just creating fun RP with him, and he's like fucking around being like a little silly goofball cop, versus when it's Conan Clarkson and like, oh, like, that Rami is gonna be able to tolerate you fucking around with Conan, and Conan takes L's all the time, so
Right.
it's gonna be fine. It'll be fun. I feel like people got to apply that to everyone.
100%. Like if you gotta treat everyone the same, no matter for me, I'll treat I'll treat any Joe Schmo the same as I do with Kason
Mm.
or Phantom. I'm gonna treat everyone the same like that, but that's just how I am. Um, I but also a lot of people that do RP aren't mature.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of immature people out there, and there's a lot of people who still need to grow. Um, so that's kind of, if you want to get into RP, you have to go into it realizing that you're going to be playing a video game with a bunch of adults who act like children. And so you kind of have to act like a babysitter. So if you want to act like a babysitter while playing a video game, hey, download 5M.
And just one example I'll throw in before we switch topics of people just not putting in that same energy for just like people that they see as just randoms. You know who KSI is, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Do you know KSI's friend Randolph?
Yep.
You might know then he got into RP at one point on NoPixel.
Oh, I
And
didn't see. I never saw any No Pixel content.
oh,
I know
okay.
that there's a lot of people that were in No Pixel, but yeah, I didn't even know he RP'd. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he was his character was called Don Dolph, and his first day
Uh-huh.
in the city, his character who, and this is kind of where I'm getting at, where if you're meeting these random people, just because it's not someone known in the RP space, you don't know if a big creator outside of the space is trying it out today for the first time, and now in all of his clips from today, you look like an absolute asshole, and it's gonna completely
Yeah.
stunt your growth, 'cause all you're gonna be getting is hate for the next little while.
Right.
And his first day in the city, his character, like, he's literally coming in to just like really self-insert because Randolph makes music. His character was going to be a rapper. He was going to try to like get a record deal, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
First day in the city, he gets kidnapped by like three guys. They take him to whatever, Mount Chiliad, and just
Yeah.
like beat him with a bat after like talking mad shit to him for like 30 minutes, just being assholes, and then leave him there to die, just unconscious, like don't even help him like get to fucking EMS.
Yeah.
And that's his first day, and that's like a known person. Like he's connected with all the sidemen and everything, and like if you had a positive interaction with this guy, not to say you should, you know, intentionally give good RP and beneficial RP to big creators, but like I feel like you're just there's a difference between RP where your character comes out as like the alpha or whatever, like you win a
Mhm.
scenario, and you literally just being an asshole to someone.
Yeah.
And
And like,
it's kind of a fine line, but
right. And like a lot of people that I watch, because like I watch a quite a I watch decent RP, like outside of like obviously I don't RP anymore, but like I still enjoy watching people do RP because it's entertaining to me. And so um I a lot of people in chats, they like it when people don't treat the streamer, you know, differently. They don't give they don't give the streamer like just like special treatment just because they're a
yeah.
streamer. Like I've seen a lot of the better RP that I've seen from like a from a viewer's perspective is when someone doesn't treat the streamer differently. They treat everyone the same.
Yeah, they stay
And
in character and they don't
yeah,
break
and they
character.
stay in character, right? They're not fangirling or like, you know, I mean I've seen it happen before where cops have just straight up let a streamer go just because, you know, in reality it was because they're streaming, but you know obviously in character they can't use that, so they'll just be like, oh, like I feel bad for them being in here for so long. You didn't say that about someone who you arrested 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And you know, and you didn't give them any time reduction because you quote unquote felt bad, but just because this person's a streamer, you
Yeah,
know,
you're worried about their
you treat
viewers
them
coming into
different.
your chat and talking shit because you gave them 120 months, which they deserved.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's a fucking, it's a mess of a fucking situation, dude. Which,
it is. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. There's a lot more than I'm not even bringing up that just go into like how crazy, toxic, and stupid the RP world is.
yeah, and I mean,
But it's great content.
yeah, the content's nice because like I've been, you know, continuously thinking about stepping into it, and I know like the kind of character I'd want to be. I'd want to be like that, just bullshit character that just, you know, I would be essentially RPing in my own bubble, and it would just be
Mhm.
like my character would be a spectacle. You know, is kind of what
Yeah.
I'd go for.
Yeah.
Um, because I don't want to. What I think is ideal for like my situation, just doing like what I want to do is just a lot of random things. Is
Yeah.
just having times where I can just pop in, not even on the same server, just different servers, and my character can exist and make sense across, you know, different servers without having to, you know, spend a week going through like training for PD, and I got to go through academy and all that kind of thing. I'd just like a character that I could just jump in with and then, you know, hit the ground running.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I don't envy the the amount of drama you had to put up with for sure.
Yeah.
Um, Mr. Jeremiah,
What's going on, man?
you, I would say, in life have proven yourself to be an athlete. You have performed athletic feats.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want, I'm gonna tell you about this trend, and I want you to tell me what you think you could do. Have you seen the trend of people using like this webcam app to see how many 6'7s they can do in 20 seconds?
Yes, I have seen that.
How many 6'7s do you think you could do in 20 seconds?
20 seconds. I feel like I could do about. I feel like I could do about 4 6 7s in 1 second. So what? That's 80. I feel like I could do 80. I feel like I could do
86
80.
sevens? Okay. You might be selling yourself a little bit short, to be honest, but I mean, it's the world as time goes on just continuously disappoints me, dude, because I log on line and I'm like, you know
Uh-huh.
what, maybe things are actually getting better. Maybe I saw like a positive thing. I saw someone like rescuing a dog on like a dodo video on Facebook, and I go over to Twitter and I'm like, man, you know what, there are good people out there. And then I see a bunch of streamers doing the 6'7 challenge. I'm like, okay, dude, I guess I was wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of brain rot out there.
Oh, dude. And it's like they're like disguising brain rot now, where it's like I'll be watching just random clips and it'll start out being just like a regular clip, and then it'll like slowly become brain rot. And I'm like, why the fuck am I watching this, dude? Like, you get me in here 20
Yeah.
seconds just to do some dumb shit, and I'm like, oh well, the context to what like happened before this doesn't even apply to what you just did. You just did it because it's
You know
fucking
what makes
stupid.
and the thing that makes me more angry about like this stupid 6 7 bullshit is there's like you know how many times I see like videos of like middle school kids that are just like 6 7 6 7, like oh my god, I have seen it so many times. And like and I will say you can blame Fortnite for that because Fortnite decided to put a 6 7 emote in the item shop.
Yeah.
There is a quite literal Fortnite emote 4 6 7.
You
Do
know,
I own it? Yes.
you know how bad it's gotten?
How bad?
Brain rot is entering the porn industry.
What?
Something came across my desk today on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Are you familiar with a what would it be? Franchise called Family Therapy?
Yeah. I know what that is.
You
Familiar with that.
you may have seen a couple seconds in passing
I've
somewhere.
seen a segment or two.
Yeah. Shout out Alex Adams.
Yeah.
The title of this video, 9 minutes 13 seconds. The title of this video: looks maxing stepsis versus black pilled step bro.
What?
And I don't mean to down the actress, but she is not looks maxing. She is not looks maxing. It's everywhere, dude, and I hate it because I used to joke with everyone. I think I've even joked with you about this before, where it's like, imagine entering this country, you're trying to escape whatever situation you're coming from. You're like, you know what? I just want to leave everything behind me, everything I've seen of American culture, from like the jazz age, the Marilyn Monroes, you know, all these celebrities. I just want to embrace American culture and leave my former life behind. And you're learning the language and you're spending all this time to try to understand culture, and you go out in public knowing the foundational pieces of English that we all learned when we were in school.
Mhm.
And you're just walking around and you're like, oh, what do you think about this pizza place? And someone goes, 6 7. Trying like
Yeah.
you're trying to have a conversation. Someone is like, even just like the shorthand that we all talk in, like, damn, bro, real shit, twin. I ain't really be talking to shorty like that. And it's like, how if you learned English just based on nouns, adjectives, verbs, you would not understand anything that we say these days, dude.
No.
It's fucking crazy.
No. Yeah. And like Dude, there's been so many times where I have wanted to punch someone in the throat because I'll go to explain something and I'll be like, oh, this takes about 6 to 7 minutes, just talk
Mm-hmm.
normally. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
even thinking about it. I'm just speaking. And I hear the person in front of me go,
6, 7. That's like, bro, can
I
I
want to
not?
punch in the throat so bad.
Literally, I want, yeah, dude. Literally, I want to slap the fucking shit out of you, dude. Can we not go 5 seconds in a conversation without some fucking dumb shit coming up?
Crazy, man.
I've been using Grok way too much, dude. I fucking, you're gonna judge me for this, but I pay for Twitter Premium, so I
Yeah,
get
I'm judging.
I, I got a blue check mark, bro. Don't at me.
Yeah, oh, okay.
But I got access to all the Grok features, and it started out with just like one or two things, but I find myself just being like, just not. I won't like talk to Grok. Like I'm not in a relationship with Grok. Um, I use
I
it way
mean,
too
I mean,
much.
I have like conversations with like Chat GPT just to like, just to like figure something out and stuff. So like, that's completely normal. But like, you know, I mean, Twitter Premium is crazy. That's crazy work,
Which, to be honest,
especially coming from someone who's only on Twitter for one reason. That's insane.
um, yeah, it because I don't interact with any other AI other than Grok. I mean, unless you count Google AI, but that's just I'll search something and Google AI will be like, moron, here's what you're looking for.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean that's kind of like Siri in a way. So
yeah. Which also sidebar, fuck Bixby, dude. I have never set Bixby up one time in my life on
what
any
the fuck is
Samsung
that?
device. It's Siri for Samsung.
Oh, yeah, I
And
don't. I don't. The last time I owned a Samsung was like I don't fucking know, like freshman year.
back at the Obama phone days.
Yeah.
um yeah, dude, fuck Bixby, because every time I never set him up, and I will just
Uh,
be doing my shit, having a conversation, and randomly my phone will light up and Bixby's ass will be like, here are results for whatever, like like the middle 7 words of a fucking sentence I just said. I'm like, bitch,
uh-huh.
these, because it doesn't take a genius to know that even if you don't set this stuff up, it's still working. It's still listening to you. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, bro, can you at least try to make it a little bit more secretive that you're fucking spying on me? You're just gonna have
Mm.
dumbass Bixby expose that I'm being spied on, bro.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is just a fucking completely different topic, but did you ever fucking break any like controllers or anything? Were you like a rage kid when it came to gaming?
See, that's the one thing that I was never. I was never someone who broke like even and I think my past self that I wasn't like that because
Mm,
like no, I've never been the type of person to break a controller out of rage, and I'm glad that I wasn't like that because I have a lot more expensive stuff now. The last thing that I want is to have a bad like I don't know Overwatch match and just punch my monitor. Like I'm glad that I wasn't that rage kid.
yeah, so totally, dude. I've never broken anything. Like what?
Oh yeah,
Um,
totally.
I may have broken things over Angry Bird when I was a kid. That may or may not have happened. And I've definitely, how many controllers have I broken? There was a red one, a black one, and a camo one. I think just 3 controllers I've broken Oh wait, no.
Oh, dude, I've seen people break like scuff controllers, like $200 controllers.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
could
just like,
never.
what are you doing,
I
bro?
could never. When I got a scuff, that's when my rage stopped. When I got my first scuff, when I got my first scuff, I learned how to respect my controllers.
Dude, I want to get a scuff controller because I do use controller when I play certain games on my
Hmm.
PC. And like just for like just for like push to talk reasons, I want to have a scuff controller so I could utilize like a like push to talk feature because I can't push I if I need to talk in games, I can't use a controller because I can't bind a push to talk button on my controller because there's not enough buttons on my controller that allow me to do that. And so I wanted to invest in a scuff controller, but the prices on those things, I I have not bought a scuff controller.
Yeah, I have two.
You have two.
I have. I think it's the Scuff Impact, which was like the hybrid Xbox PlayStation controller back when it was still PS4, and it was kind of like a
Yeah.
360 controller.
Mhm.
And then before they got rid of them, thank God, I got a Scuff DualShock 4 with two paddles in the back because I love the DualShock 4.
See, like I wanted to get a scuff controller when Courage JD came out with his own branded one because
Uh,
his scuff control. I don't know if you've seen it, but his scuff controller looks so sick, and like, and he has the same color palette that like I love.
hmm.
Um, it's like I'm looking on the website right now, and I'm trying to figure out what's the difference between the Reflex FPS TMR and the regular Reflex FPS. What's the difference?
I want to say the TMR is their magnetic remapping thing where you can like map like any like paddle to anything on the controller with like a magnet. I want to say that's what that is. I will say, um, I can't even remember when exactly it happened, but there were different occasions throughout my life
Mhm.
where I have injured my thumbs by jamming them, hyperextending them, whatever. And the
Yeah.
older I get, the more issues I have with them. And as much as I like the DualShock 4, I have
Uh huh.
noticed that the small size of the controller has been bothering my thumbs a little bit. Like I did take a break
Mhm.
from Call of Duty for a little bit when this most recent game came out, and I was grinding it
Yeah.
hardcore. It was when Ranked came out. That's what it was. I was playing so much Ranked, and I was feeling the fatigue in my hands, specifically with my thumb joints. So I think the bulkier
Mhm.
PlayStation 5 controller might actually work for me a little bit better, which means I'll have to get a third scuff at some point, which I refuse to do. So I have to fucking figure that out.
Nice.
It's nice to have arthritis at 24. But you're more of an Xbox guy, right?
I'm more of a PlayStation guy. I love PlayStation, bro.
Mm.
I've just had like for me, I've had more fun on PlayStation than I have Xbox. And plus with like dude, I mean the PS5 for me is the perfect console. It's the perfect console. Like it has the controller with the haptic feedback. Like and dude, like if you want that like current gen experience, why would you pick an Xbox Series X, bro? Like that's been the same. Xbox has been the same since they first came out. Like I remember when I bought the new Xbox when it came out like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
I bought it brand new. And I remember nothing changed. Do you know what? Do you know out of everything about it? Do you know what changed?
What's like the
They
UI?
put a clip button on the controller. That's all they fucking changed. The controller stayed the same. You still had to put fucking batteries in it. The UI of the Xbox itself, like when you're on the home screen, that didn't change at all. Everything stayed the same. I mean, PS5. I mean, come on. The controller is different. Haptic feedback. You have a built-in microphone. The UI of the PlayStation's different. Different sounds. There's no argument. There's really no argument.
Yeah, I will say about haptic feedback, it makes me really uncomfortable when I'm playing games, and it's just because I
Yeah.
think how long have I been playing on scuffs? Maybe like probably before the PlayStation 5 came out, probably like 7 or 8 years I've had scuffs, and all of my scuffs I take the rumbles out when I order it.
Huh.
So I haven't had a controller vibration in so long that now that I have this, which like is the next level of vibration, I'm still getting used to it. It's a little bit weird. Like I'll be playing fucking college football and I'm fucking trying to get what was the one I was just doing? I'm trying to get Kennesaw State to a national championship, and my fucking 3-star quarterback gets lit up by a 5-star fucking linebacker, and my entire body starts vibrating because I'm gripping the fuck out of the controller. But yeah, dude, I mean, Xbox just has had so much bad PR, like with the Game Pass stuff, like the prices going up and all that, and I saw yesterday that I guess the prices are gonna drop effective immediately, and they're announcing some changes.
I saw that today. They're dropping it down to $23 a month, but they're making it to where Call of Duty isn't available day one.
Yeah, because I guess they fucking lost their ass on Call of Duty being available day one, which I mean, go figure. Because it amazes me too, because my impression was that Call of Duty on Game Pass was going to be they fix the servers for all the old games, add security patches, and Game Pass is the home for the community that plays Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops. But that's just not been the case at all. That's not what they're trying to market it as. It's like all the new games, and respectfully, I don't think the new Call of Duties have all that much replayability. Like when the new one comes out, there's nothing that's like, we're gonna get Modern Warfare 4 when that comes out. I don't think there's gonna be a part of this. Man, I really want to go back and play the multiplayer from Modern Warfare 2 Part 2. You know?
Yeah.
There's nothing that's gonna make me want to do that. The only thing I miss right now in the recent games is I really miss ranked play from Modern Warfare 2 2022. But that's just like nostalgia. That was my first time really getting into it. I had like a group of guys who had a 4-stack. But outside of that, like there's nothing about the individual games that makes me would even make me want to get Game Pass to fucking have access to play them. Right. But I did see they're doing something where I guess like there's a bunch of benefits for Game Pass, but they're gonna allow you to pick and choose what benefits you want. So maybe that might impact the price. I don't know.
Okay.
So it'll be more customizable based on what you need. Like maybe if you only want access to like, maybe they'll have it be like, you want Game Pass, but you only want the Xbox 360 library. It'll be cheaper. I don't know. That might be something that could be interesting, but I'm not an Xbox guy. I have a PS5, so I'm a little bit more bougie. What I will say about console, especially because you've seen that they're trying to like make the console prices basically PC prices, right?
Are they?
Yeah, there was rumors leading up to April that starting April, the PlayStation 5 was gonna go up to $900 MSRP.
What?
And then a bunch of retailers have been fighting against it, saying we're going to continue to sell it at the price it was before the change.
Yeah.
Because the data center AI thing, all the components are getting much more expensive.
Okay.
Which has caused some delays for future consoles as well. But with like if consoles are going to cost the same as an entry level PC, which I'd say is the $900 to $1,100 range.
Yeah.
You get the console, and then whatever price you get it for, that's $60 bang on top of it to play
Mm,
online for a year. You're just losing money not getting a PC at that point.
100%. There's more options. You're gonna get more bang for your buck buying a computer.
Yeah, like unless the only way you get sexually aroused is playing Spider-Man games, what
Yeah.
exclusives are your reason for, oh no, I gotta have a console because of the
Hmm.
exclusives? Like, don't get me wrong, there have been exclusives where I'm like, oh, like I would kind of like to play that, but there's
Yeah.
so much more stuff available on PC that you get your fix a different way.
Yeah.
And then guess what? Eventually you wait like a 6 months passes, you forget about the game, 2 years passes, all of a sudden, oh, it's on PC now. And it's remastered. And I could run it at
Right.
way better performance than the console.
Yeah, and I can play it in 200 frames.
Yeah, and guess what? You don't have to pay money to be able to play with your friends. Who would have guessed that was possible? Um Yeah, because I remember literally checking fucking all the different like sites around Black Friday, waiting for that like $45 for a year of fucking PlayStation Plus to drop, so that way I could get it for the best
Yeah.
price every year. Fuck that, dude. I've been spoiled by PC, bro. It's so fucking nice.
Yeah, for sure. Like PC gaming has literally changed my life, and I would not go back to. Obviously, I still play my PlayStation, but I mostly play my PlayStation just because like of how shitty my PC's been lately.
Mm.
So, but I mean, a top tier PC is gonna beat a console every day.
Oh yeah, and I mean, I must confess, when I bought my PlayStation 5, it was literally to
Mhm.
play the NHL games. So maybe I'm defeating my point a little
Mhm.
bit. Because NHL is not available on PC. And
Yeah.
to be fair, I had gone like 4 years. It was like 4 years or something. Probably
Mhm.
actually, no, 3 years. And I was just like, because for the first 2 years, it was fine. And then
Yeah.
there were changes that I was wanting them to make to the game for so long, because so many features were just the
Mhm.
same, because they make more money on, FIFA when they had it, but then also Madden, so they put more effort on those games.
Yeah.
And then they actually made the changes that I was wanting them to make in NHL 26. So I was like, oh, fucking now
Mhm.
I gotta get it, dude. Like, I can't not. Now I'm
Yeah.
too excited. Um, which I will say this: it's the most buggy NHL game I've ever played. I've encountered way more bugs in this game than any other game, but I mean that's neither here
Yeah.
nor there, I guess. Um, oh, man, dude, it's gaming is just so weird for me right now. I was talking with Dave about it a little bit. I've been so hot and cold where I feel like I just gotta sit down and just pick the first thing that comes to mind and press play, because I'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
when I'm off, I want to play this. I've been wanting to play it all week, and then I'll be
Mhm.
off, and it's just, it doesn't, the idea of playing it doesn't hit the same. I don't know.
Mhm.
That's like fucking getting older thing. Or maybe I'm just fucking dying or something. Maybe I have a fucking brain tumor or some shit.
Yeah.
What have you been playing recently?
For me, I I've been playing a lot of like Sea of Thieves lately. Dude, my I don't know what like got me back into it again, but I am not complaining. That
Mm,
game is so fun. And like there's I don't know if you've ever seen gameplay on Windrose. Um it's a newer pirate game that came out.
mm.
I played that with some friends too. That game's super fun, but
Do you
I
like it
mean,
more than Sea of Thieves? Because I've heard a couple people say that Windrose is what Sea of Thieves should have been. Because I saw Windrose and I don't know too much about it, but I saw the gameplay and I found out that like you and your friends aren't just a part of one crew. You can all have your own ships and have like an armada, and I think that's fucking
yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, each person has their own personal ship.
Mm,
Um which for me, I I think see I'm just so like I've just been in love with Sea of Thieves for so long that's like I appreciate Sea of Thieves for what it has and for what it's like been to me. But
mm,
if you're looking for if you're looking for a pirate experience, and because like for Sea of Thieves, it's very like you go and you know you have your different um like companies that you work for, and you do jobs for them, and you can do raids on forts, and you know you can obviously go fishing, you know, PvP other players. Like for me, I love the simplicity of Sea of Thieves, but if you want a more advanced pirate experience, you won't be disappointed with Windrose. That
mm.
game is super fun.
Yeah, I mean, as of like 3 days ago, they've already sold 1 million copies. That was in 6 days post launch. So
Really?
yeah, so they're not suffering from a lack of cash either. So that's fucking
Yeah.
good for them. I was I'm on the Windrose page and I can see like, is this game relevant to you? Similar to these games you've played. I have 13 hours on Sea of Thieves, and it's comparing it to my 523 hours on Ark. Which do you just have like a thing with pirate games? Because like I know I have a thing with dinosaur games. Like anything dinosaur related, I'm always like keeping an eye on. Is like pirate just a genre that you like?
Yeah, I've always enjoyed like pirate games. Like I love like having your own personalized ship, and like just collecting treasure and stuff like that. I enjoy it, and that's why I love the simplicity of Sea of Thieves. And plus, like
Mm,
I love like I'm a huge, and I think that's why I like enjoy like cartoons, is just like I love just like animation, you know, and I like that cartoon look, and that's exactly what Sea of Thieves is. Sea of Thieves has that cartoon like aesthetic, and I love it. And obviously Windrose, it's not like that, but Windrose is so fun. I enjoy both respectfully. Um I just love like how simple Sea of Thieves is.
mm. It is a maybe my lack of playing it in like PvP instances is showing, but I feel like it's also a calming experience as well, because I don't know what the experience is like in Windrose since I haven't played it, of just like sailing, like going from point A to point B. But in
Mm,
Sea of Thieves, it's nice just being on the water, just traveling
yeah.
around. Everything looks
It is
nice.
nice. And I will say like they've made Sea of Thieves more PvP heavy, like with the because obviously when you're in Sea of Thieves, you can choose between, your high sales or your high seas or your safe seas.
Mm,
It's just a fancy word of saying public lobbies and private lobbies.
yeah.
Um, and you can't work on your they stop because if you want to become a pyro legend, you have to become level 50 in 3 of the trading companies, and they stop you at level 25 in safe seas. So
Mm,
you are forced to go into higher seas to progress it past 25. And so they're forcing you into PvP, and also like with the whole, like obviously the PvP players, they have their own, like you can have your own like Reaper company where um you raise the flag of the Reaper emissary and stuff like that. And so um but yeah, it's become a lot more PvP heavy than it used to be in the past when I used to play it all the time on Xbox. But I mean, it's still fun. It is quite annoying when you don't want to PvP and you just want to like just chill and do like simple voyages just on your own and just chill, have a good time.
mm.
And you have a fucking galleon that's representing as a fucking Reaper, a level 5 Reaper, that comes from, you know the across the map, and they go out of their way to PvP you. And well, me, who's in a small ass fucking sloop, I get my shit fucked. That's just
Mhm.
how it is. So it gets annoying fast, and that's why, and that's like, and that's where I think a lot of where Windrose is gonna shine is because Windrose, I don't think there's any PvP
Oh,
in
okay.
Windrose. Um, I don't think, because I think the only like lot like online that you do is um if you're in a save with friends.
Oh,
But
so if you're just doing like co-op stuff.
I think you can do, yeah, and I'm not sure how they do it. I don't know if you can PvP with your friends. Um, but um, but it's all campaign based, and like if you do play with your friends, um, you guys can do the campaign together. So it's pretty fun. I really enjoy Windrose.
Yeah, I think there's been a trend lately of a lot more PvE experiences and like specifically PvE kind of versions or rips of popular PvP games. And
Yeah,
I wasn't really a PvE guy for a while. Um, and then really once I started fucking going to work at the ass crack of dawn and I had less energy in the day, um, I started living that blue collar lifestyle where I'm like, I just, and maybe it's more similar in a game like Sea of Thieves than like an
yeah,
Escape from Tarkov, because you can put in a little bit of time and still get a kit good enough to give you a chance against people. Whereas
yeah.
in Sea of Thieves, if you're a solo fucking single dad of 3, you got like 8 hours to play during the week. You're in a fucking sloop by yourself, and a fucking galleon of like 6 people rolls up on you. There's nothing you can do to stop them from
No,
fucking your shit up. And
yeah,
like you said, that being frustrating, that's really what made me like spend my like 13 hours or whatever I said on Sea of Thieves in Safe Seas. Is just I like the pirate experience. I grew up being a huge fan as a kid of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, and I mean I still love that
yeah,
franchise.
yeah,
Um, so I mean maybe I'll have to check out Windrose if it is PvE and test it out.
yeah. I think you would enjoy it. It's really fun.
Yeah, because um, I've been playing this new PVE. It's like a PVE version of Escape from Tarkov called Road to Vostok.
Uh,
And that game's actually been pretty fun. I think there were some things I liked about it that the more I played, the more I'm like, it kind of is a detriment to the longevity of like replayability for the game. Because it's
yeah.
early access. And there's like he's still adding stuff to it.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
which I mean, I guess that is the disadvantage of like indie versus AAA.
Right.
Um, but yeah, there's a lot of good indie experiences out there. Because I mean, I do like just going back to the PVE thing. Um, I do still like competitive shooters, and that's really where I get my PvP fixes, like your war zones, your apexes, your
100%. Yeah. And like if I want a PvP, like I'll play Fortnite, you know? But
Mhm.
like if like I'm not gonna lie to you, I am just someone who I don't know, like I'm gonna sound like a fucking dad here, but like if I'm playing a video game, I just want to relax, have a good time, throw on a fucking Twitch stream on the side, and just vibe out. You know, that
Yeah.
like I love doing that. But like it gets ruined by little Timmies who don't have a fucking 9 to 5 and they skip school to play fucking video games and like it ruins it for me, dude. Like I hate PvP. If I want to play PvP, I'll play Fortnite or I'll play other games that have PvP.
Mhm.
But don't force, and that's the thing that I don't really like about Sea of Thieves is Sea of Thieves is forcing PvP on the players. Why? Why force it, dude? Because like it just
Yeah.
makes me not want to play it.
There is like because there's one thing where certain games leave it up to players to build a culture around like what is acceptable, what is not acceptable. Kind of like you look at your arc
Yeah.
raiders, where a lot of what you see on arc raiders is people like cooperating with each other to work against the AI, and their community hates people that just play it for PvP. Like that's not a community that likes at least the loud part of the community isn't one that likes like killing on sight. They want people to respond when they talk, to be like, oh, are you friendly, whatever. um Versus like a Sea of Thieves where they're just like you said, they're forcing the experience on you, and then it kind of puts you in a shitty situation where you're like, well, like you're forcing it on me, but I have no way to experience the game beyond this like level 25 point because I have no friends to play it with. None of the guys that work
Yeah.
at the shop or the whatever with me play video games, or maybe they play video games, not this video game. um
Right.
so I'm just literally fucked,
Yeah.
and I can't experience it.
Right. 100%. Like I don't have a group of friends that play Sea of Thieves that I could just squat up with on a fucking galleon. Like I don't have that.
Hmm.
Like and plus like a lot of games like that, dude. It's like I enjoy playing with like one extra person, maybe another person, but dude, I could not play Sea of Thieves with a whole squad of people. I would get frustrated so quickly.
Oh yeah, I mean, like just managing that many people could get a little
Yeah.
bit rough, but um, I was gonna
Yeah, like
say,
I
if you're ever looking to get your fix of competitive shooters, me and Dave have been playing some Apex, but maybe we should play some Apex with us sometime. I don't know if you fuck with that game right now. We've been enjoying it.
Apex would be fun. I enjoyed Apex when we were playing it.
Mhm.
That it is a fun game. I wouldn't mind
Yeah,
getting back into it though, Loki.
yeah, because we've been playing some duos, but I guess in a couple weeks they're gonna get rid of duos, so maybe we could play trios
Are
at
they
that point.
really?
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a permanent or a temporary thing, because I'm pretty sure Apex is just they have random times like, yeah, we're changing the way you're able to play the game. So it's
Yeah.
like, okay, well, I'll go fuck myself.
You're right.
um, but yeah, if you want to play that, because I know like you and Dave aren't really Call of Duty guys so much anymore. I don't know if you would still be down to like do like Warzone or something like that, but for
Warzone I
me,
could get down with just because like there's a Twitch streamer that I watch and I mean I'm not gonna lie to you, I've been having his stream muted up while we're doing this.
Tim Salmon.
Uh, and he's a Warzone streamer, and
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie, Warzone looks a lot more fun than it has looked in the past. But like, dude, I've just like Call of Duty, and like my skills in Call of Duty are just not there, you know? So like Warzone would be a little bit more of a struggle for me to like actually get good in.
Yeah, I mean,
But
if you want a safety net, I was gonna say, because I've been playing some Resurgence casual with my brother because he only plays casual. And if you play that, it's like all Timmies and bots basically.
I was gonna say that's a mix between bots and lower tiered players, right?
Yeah, and bro, I talked about it, and like I said this in one of my videos on my own channel, just about how I've played COD for so long. And it's a big reason why I keep playing it. I enjoy the loop of the game, but I've been playing it for so long, I could just shut my brain off, put some music on, and just mechanically play. And I can turn it up or turn it down if I want. Like if I get shut on a little bit too hard, just playing casually, I might, lean forward in my chair a little bit, like, okay, let me lock in,
Yeah.
I gotta show those guys who's boss.
Right.
I'm gonna get absolutely shit on the rest of the game. But yeah, because for me, that is kind of a game I could shut my brain off with. But bro, casuals, dude, I could be asleep in casuals, dude. My Resurgence casuals KD is 22.
Jesus.
And I dropped like a 50 one time in a lobby with my brother, and he was like, "Oh my, bro, that's the most I've ever seen anyone drop, bro. That's insane." And I'm sitting here the entire time like, these people aren't real. What the? I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because when you kill a bot.
Yeah.
But there will be people, actual human beings that I kill in Resurgence casuals, being someone who I like the competitive side of COD. I play regular MP ranked play. And I'm sitting here like, there's no way you're a human being playing this game. Like, this is insane. And he's like, oh my God, dude. Like, you're so cracked. And I'm sitting here like, it shouldn't be legal what I'm allowed to do to these people in casuals. It should not be legal.
Yeah.
Because I do want to. They brought back Verdansk, and I haven't played it. And it's the same thing with when they brought back the OG map in Fortnite. I gotta play that at some point because I played so much of it when those maps were out, and I wanted those maps back for so long. I gotta try to re-experience it. So, and I mean, I have Warzone installed. So like, if you want to play some Apex or some Warzone, let me know. But
I don't have Warzone installed just because of how massive the fucking game is.
For no reason. For no reason.
For no fucking reason, dude. And like, I want to play it on my PC, but that's not gonna happen. So I have to download it on my PlayStation. But PlayStation, I don't have unlimited fucking storage on that bitch.
Yeah.
So. But yeah,
Apex is much more manageable.
Yeah, I have Apex. That game I've had for a minute. It's just actually it's actually updating right now too. That's funny. Dude, the last time I played Apex Legends was 420 2 years ago.
I can't imagine what you were doing when you were playing Apex.
Yeah, I was probably high as shit.
Yeah, bro. I'm so hot and cold with Apex over the years because I'll enjoy the game so much, and they add a character, and the character is fucking busted, and they don't give a fuck about balancing it, and the character's just getting abused, and I'll just stop playing. And I've had times where I come back and some shit's broken, or like the map sucks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't. But this time we got back into it, and we're actually enjoying ourselves a lot. There's one map in the rotation that's we don't like, but that's it.
It's like me with Fortnite, dude. Like, I love Fortnite, but like the stuff that they do to it just like for me. Like I love there's a game mode called Blitz,
Mm.
and it's faster paced. Like there's only like 30 players in it, and matches only last like 5 fucking minutes. But there's like uh you spawn in with everyone spawns in with the same items. Obviously there's still like loot that you can still gather. But and then after every new zone, they drop a new gun for everyone, and that's completely random. It can be a mythic weapon, an exotic weapon, or it can even be heals. And so it keeps it interesting, and because it's new, like you get new stuff. And it used to be in a map rotation with 3 different maps, but they recently made it to where it's only one map, and so it gets really old for me pretty quickly, just because
Mm.
you're playing on the same small map every fucking time.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about Resurgence when I play with my brother. I'm like, like the map's decent. I actually kind of like the map, but it's like this is the only thing I'm playing.
Right,
It's not like a big
right.
map where you could play on Verdansk just because what comes to mind, and like the fucking what was it called? Like not outskirts, but like the fucking like farm field part of the map. You could play
Yeah,
matches and not even have to go over there at all. So the next time you're
right.
over there, it feels fresh, you know?
Yeah, yeah, and that's the shitty part because like the blitz maps in Fortnite are so small that you experience the entire thing every fucking match. And they purposefully make all of the zones like, I swear they make all the zones like far apart from each other to force that onto people. And it's so annoying because it's such a small map. And I loved how it was in a map rotation, but now it's not. So
Mm, yeah. That is one of the good things about Apex is the map rotation. What sucks about it is when you get stuck with the map you don't like for a fucking hour.
true. Yeah.
Because they did change duos, kind of like that Fortnite Blitz thing you were talking about, where it's only 15 teams of 2 and it's like a smaller circle. And it definitely
Yeah.
feels weird. But not weird enough where it's like it makes the experience feel bad. So
Mm.
um yeah, because I mean I'm trying to get back into the flow of just constantly recording stuff.
Yeah.
And me and Dave recorded some stuff. One day we recorded some Gmod, and we tried to record like a co-op game, and my fucking OBS reset my audio settings and wasn't picking up my mic for like the 2 hour recording session. So
Nice.
W OBS. Literally, I never fuck with my settings and randomly she's like, yeah, we don't recognize your mic. And it's like, okay, nice. So now I'm double and triple, quadruple checking it every single fucking time. Um,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to get more stuff going. We're trying to get you on that wave too, my boy.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. I'm very picky when it comes to games that I want to play.
Yeah, because Dave was telling me he's like anti friend swap now.
Mm.
When I'm kind of the person where I'm like, for content, I'll play whatever.
Yeah.
As long as it's content that I want to make, like I'll play whatever. So it really doesn't matter to me. I know I can fuck around and have fun on whatever game I play.
Mm.
It's just a matter
Yeah.
if I want to play it or not. Like if I don't know. It's just like it's like anything else. Like if you don't want to do it, you're probably not going to enjoy it as much. Like fucking
Yeah.
your
Right.
girl's dragging you to the store, and you're like, oh Jesus fucking Christ, it's gonna be like fucking 2 hours and fucking stuck at the store. Versus
Right.
if both of you are like, oh yeah, let's go to the store, it's gonna feel a little bit different, right?
Right. Right.
Um,
100%.
yeah, like going to the mall or whatever. Um, but yeah, because if we could settle on some stuff that we all like, because like my thing also is too like the stuff I want to record. I can always just try to network and find some people to record the stuff that y'all don't want to, because even if it's like we
Mm,
like just end up recording like BRs, like I'd be down to just play BRs with you guys and record it.
mhm.
Because I was in the habit back in the day where like no matter what I was playing, I was always recording. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, I don't have the storage space to do that anymore because my files
Right.
from OBS are fucking massive for whatever reason. Um, so it's, you know, I'm trying to like find days where it's like this day I'm just recording and we're gonna like bounce
Right.
around from like this game to that game or whatever. Maybe if we're just really having fun with one game, it's like 6 hours of playing this one game and I'm just recording it. So
Yeah.
because I think you'd enjoy a game like Gmod, bro. Like we could easily fuck around in private lobbies on fucking Gmod and have a fun time. We enjoyed ourselves when we did it in public servers, but bro, there's so much brain rot in
Yeah.
public
I've never played
servers.
Gmod. I don't even own it.
Yeah, it's really fun. It was really fun, and it brings back that like classic YouTube gaming feel when it was really popular back in the day with like CNanners and Vanoss and all that.
Yeah.
And that's something I kind of want to introduce back into my content. I want to make sure I'm keeping certain games that are just like nostalgic alive. I like theming my stuff around my era, you know, like relating to people who are my
Right.
age on that. Um but because I mean, how are you feeling about content in general right now? Because obviously we talked about you're not really streaming RP anymore. I know you've been in a weird spot where you don't really know what games you want to stream. Have you, since I last asked you, like, have you flirted with the idea of maybe doing more YouTube stuff? Because I know you don't necessarily have a ton of time that you're working with to actually put stuff together.
Yeah. Like with like for me, um, I feel like I would benefit more just of the YouTube, like just like recording YouTube content over streaming. But like I enjoy streaming. I just for me, it's like streaming something that everyone's gonna enjoy, and like I mean the last the past few streams that I've had personally, I haven't had anyone, watching or anything. And so it's
Mm,
like, it's just like at that point, I might as well just game on my own because that's essentially what I'm doing. And I would rather just be relaxing, watching something else rather than try to entertain other people, and so, um, like YouTube, like making YouTube videos and other like short content is like something that I would like to get into. And like if that starts blowing up, then go back to like streaming. That way, like I already have kind of a platform on YouTube and like TikTok and stuff like that
mm.
to where I'll have people come in. But yeah, I do want to record uh YouTube content and shit.
Hell yeah. I mean, maybe
Because
we'll
like
have
I
to.
had so much fun. Like that content, that Lethal Company video that I made that one time,
Hmm.
bro, that was so fun to edit. I actually enjoyed editing that video.
Hell yeah. Those are the times where you know something's going to be good when you're editing it. You just can't stop fucking cracking up and you're rewatching segments constantly. Just
Yeah,
it also makes it easy that way too, where maybe like it could be taken as like discouraging if it's like, oh, this isn't funny, like it's probably not gonna be a good video, because then you know like, well,
mhm,
maybe I could just scrap this segment of footage. Like if it's not funny to me,
right,
is it gonna be funny to other people, you know?
right.
um but yeah, because dude, I Dave was saying he doesn't really fuck with friend slap. I really like friend slap games. I like just getting on a game and being able to be silly, you know, and just not
Yeah,
take it seriously at all and just fuck around. Um, because I mean, I bought, you know, all three of us a bunch of games.
mm,
So hopefully we can get around to getting back into it. Because like Lethal Company isn't even a game that's like popular anymore, but it's still like I'd like to, I'd fucking be down to have a recording session of Lethal Company or fucking,
Yeah.
whatever. Because I think where YouTube has an advantage over Twitch is you're you're not worrying in the moment if someone's going to enjoy the game you're playing.
Right, right.
Because with YouTube, you're more worried about people enjoying the outcome of you playing that game.
Yeah,
Whereas with Twitch, you need that immediate payoff where the viewers need to be enjoying themselves as they're watching.
yeah,
And they're not really concerned as a viewer about where this is headed, like what could be possible in this game, what kind of like jokes or funny things could happen. They need that
right.
like instant dopamine. Whereas with YouTube, you can spend that like 3 hours just recording funny moments and just put them together
Yeah,
compilation style, and people will enjoy
mm,
that for what it is.
right. Yeah, I miss editing, and like I love to edit and make funny content funnier, you know?
Yeah.
I love it. It's like for me, like my one of my favorite things that I've ever edited was now mind you, this TikTok got it is currently sitting at how do I check the views on it? Hold on. It's currently sitting at 44.4K views.
Damn.
So 44,000 views. And mind you, this clip that I had, this was a metal clip that I had. It was sitting in my metal for so long, untouched. And I went through my metal clips and I was like, this clip is actually pretty fucking funny. If I can edit this up, I feel like it could like blow up. And
Mm,
sure enough, it's my highest viewed video. And a lot of people liked it. Like I mean, there's 23 comments on it,
mm,
and it's got 2,400 likes. 187 people bookmarked it.
yeah.
It's such a funny video, and like that's the stuff that I miss about content creating.
Yeah. I mean, I think the big thing in general is, and it's something that I've gotten pretty comfortable with, is at the end of the day, you need to be happy with what you're making. So as long as you're happy with the video, um,
Yeah,
that's really all that matters on YouTube, because the goal is to enjoy what you're making and just see if, there happens to be an audience that also enjoys it.
yeah,
Um, and something that, just about like the positive feedback and, it being nice to see that people are enjoying it. I got a guy on my personal channel, shout out Anthony, that like from like day one of me starting this new channel, um, has just been, showing some support. If I ever take a hiatus, he's like, yo, where you been, bro? That kind of thing. So that does add like an extra motivating factor to it for sure.
yeah,
um which, I mean, maybe you could try to, still stream every now and then, try to see if you could get any like Twitch viewers over to YouTube or whatever. But I do think
right,
um content creation is just it's like you said, like even like with the editing thing, it's nice actually being able to craft it into something in the moment, spending that time
mhm,
editing, because
yeah,
streaming is stressful where, say, like without even thinking about it, depending on what game you're playing, like, oh fuck, I haven't talked in like this long, or people are gonna think I'm boring, or they're gonna think this,
yeah,
like I streamed the other day, and I like to think that, all things considered, I was a pretty chatty Cathy. I streamed like an hour and a half on that
mhm,
Road to Vostok game,
yeah,
and I think it went well. But for me, I think it's more of a, I'll stream if I feel like streaming. If there's something, I just
mhm,
want to like goof around with everyone. And that's like in addition to my videos, but that's an opportunity for people to interact with me live and like just chit chat, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
versus always streaming. Because to be honest, bro, being a big streamer always in front of people, I say some dumb shit and I say some embarrassing shit. So I don't know if I'd want some of that put out. I mean, I've told some embarrassing stories in the podcast already, but saying it live and saying it in a recorded thing where it's like, who knows how many people are gonna see it, you know, like
Yeah.
it's a little bit different.
True.
But I mean, I think we could probably call it an episode there if you want.
Okay. Okay. W.
I know you were on before, but if people are like, man, this this J dude sounds pretty fucking hot, where could they go to take in all the sexiness?
If you are interested in, getting into the life of Jay, I have a Twitch channel, JD Plays underscore. I also have YouTube, um, with the same YouTube, youtube.com/JD Plays underscore. And I believe my TikTok is also the same. So, um, but yeah, that's where you can find me.
Oh yeah, and I always forget. Literally, the past like 5 weeks, I've been telling myself I gotta start plugging this at the beginning, and I always forget until the very end of the podcast. If you've made it this far into the podcast, we are now on not just YouTube, but also Spotify and Apple Podcast. So if you're not so much a video person, if you're not really trying to, be someone with notifications on for the YouTube channel, if we put clips out, you don't want to get spammed throughout the week. The clips are going to be exclusive to YouTube. If you're just really here for the long form podcast, check out the podcast on our audio platforms. It'll be updated the same time as the YouTube channel every week with potential for some exclusive episodes we might be recording for over there. So do check that out.
Yeah, man.
Jay, it's been a motherfucking pleasure, my boy. Hopefully,
of course,
we'll get you on again soon. Hopefully, maybe we'll be able to record, get some games going even.
Hell yeah.
But with all that being said, this has been the Uninstalled podcast.